All right, I am live. It's Friday night in October. It's nice. It's nice. All right, I got my white Russian. I got my white Russian. I like white Russians. That's good shit. Check this out. So I've been doing my research. I knew a lot, but I know a whole lot now. So I've been doing my research. Let me do my sound check, make sure my shit is functioning. So I'm gonna play the audio clip. We'll start there. Let me just make sure that this is functional and I can hear myself. Okay, good. I hear the sound. Good. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Steven Crowder from the barbershop. And I'm going to introduce and tell you a little bit about him, but I'm going to begin with the barbershop. He goes, Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder goes into a black barbershop and he proceeds to try to bring to these black folks his issues. Okay. Now he has done the same thing as Charlie Kirk. Okay, let's just be clear about that. Um, he has made a point. Steven Crowder has made it a point to go into the public sphere. Okay, he's made it a point to go into the public sphere, and I call it confrontational because it is. It is absolutely confrontational to go into the public and have controversial commentary, thoughts or otherwise. He knows that when he puts up these signs, just like Charlie Kirk, saying stuff like DEI is, anti-white. When you say stuff like that, you already know that you're going to be controversial and that you're going to end up having people step up to the plate and challenge your ideas. You're publicly confrontational. We, as a fact at this point, we know that can get your ass shot. Do we not? So I submit to you that Stephen Crowler may just have a death wish. This is recent after Charlie Kirk, got murked live and in real time. This white man wants to go into a black space, a barbershop, and confront black men about his so called black fatigue. I personally, I fought black folk for letting them in. I'm gonna refer to Sinners. Y'all know Sinners? That movie is good as fuck. That movie good as fuck. I went and saw that movie and I was just like, wow, there was no hype. That shit was good. And like I said before, the ancestors are on point. The ancestors show us the way. Okay. Our creativity, our art is speaks to who we are as a people. And so when they did Sinners, if y'all haven't seen Sinners, the movie it's excellent. There's so many layers of meaning in this movie. Notice the name, who are the sinners? We never get down to describing who the sinners are, right? It's ambiguous. It's just hanging out there. Who are the sinners? Those who are committed to sin. Who is it? Is it the two black men who have, criminal background past? Criminal according to the white man, right? Accused by the white man. Are they the sinners? They're opening up a juke joint, a place of dance and festivities and drinking and salacious dancing and adult fun. Are they the sinners? Or is it the white folk who harass them, who are hiding their evil internal selves? They are masked demons. Are they the sinners? Who's the sinner? Okay. But the point is, the movie is basically showing white folk trying to be involved and come in contact with Black people by any means necessary. Unfucking relenting. Why? We never understood that in the movie. Why won't you leave these Black people alone? You can't dance. They don't like your music. They don't want you around. You're clearly not welcome. This wasn't built for you. You are not the audience, the crowd. This is during segregation. Why are you insisting on coming into Black people's space? Sinners was right on time. The ancestors are speaking. Sinners, the movie, is warning Black people. They're going to keep knocking at your door. They're going to keep coming for you. We could never imagine this. White people who say they don't like us just keep coming, wanting to engage, wanting us to care, wanting us to give a fuck. We don't, we are unbothered. We are silent as fuck, and our silence is deafening to them. It is disturbing the white folk. They don't know what to do because Negroes don't care. They hollering to the sky, to the sky. Oh, there's this going on. There's the immigrants. What you think, Black people? We don't care. Look at the inflation, the price of gas, this, that. Black folks, we don't care. Look at all the job laws. Look at all the taxes and the levies and the Black folks. We don't care. Look at the National Guard. Look at this. Look at the violations in the government. Black folks, we don't care. We're taking away your museums. We're rewriting history. We don't care. We're causing DEI to be demonized. We're saying all Black people and Black people pilots can't drive and da da da. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We don't give a fuck. We don't collectively give a fuck. Everything you could have done has already been done. None of this shit is new. Economic downturn, that shit ain't new. Y'all acting a goddamn fool. We knew. Y'all talking shit on us. We've been dealing with that. What's new? We are fucking unbothered. We tired of y'all motherfuckers, okay? We've been tired of y'all. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Negroes been through it, okay? And we at a place of don't give a fuck. We ain't scared. We don't give a fuck. So these white folks is crashing out. That's the truth. They're crashing the whole fuck out. Their world is being turned upside down. They're Messiah. They're MAGA. Their whole world. They losing jobs. They getting poorer. They can't afford nothing. And white women don't want them no more. White men are having a problem. They're crashing the whole fuck out. White men have a collective goddamn problem, and they are crashing out at rates we never saw before, y'all. Sinners, the movie, is the knock at the door. And what we know, we need to be unbothered. Don't listen, don't care, don't give a fuck. We can't care. We shouldn't care. There's no reason to care. What's fucking new? Y'all go act a goddamn fool. So right now, white on white crime is at an all-time high. White folks is beating white folks up. White folks is shooting white folks. White folks are wilding the whole fuck out. And they like, hey, Black people, don't you want to get involved? We like, nope. Don't you want to protest? Nope. Don't you want to get politically activated? Nope. We don't care. We don't give a fuck. We're unbothered. We are literally, as a class of people, as a race of people, we are listening to the ancestors. Y'all knocking at the door, we're not answering. And y'all mad. You mad. Because we don't want to fucking answer the door. We don't give a fuck. You created this bullshit. Deal with it, honky. Deal with it. We don't care. And y'all crashing the whole fuck out. So here we have, I'm gonna do a case study right here. Y'all see the pen picture. That's Steven Crowder, okay? So here we have a sinner knocking at the Black door. Knocking at the Black door. He thinks as a white male that he needs to go confront some Black men in the barbershop. Why is that symbolic? Related it to the movie, Sinners. You should have never let him in. But as of about a week ago, Steven Crowder took his stupid ass, lame ass, into a Black barbershop. What does the Black barbershop represent? Black barbershop represents Black manhood. I just want y'all to know, if y'all don't know that, That is a place where men, black men, come, a safe space among. If we don't have any place in this culture in America where black men can speak freely, express themselves among men, find manhood, find self esteem, find camaraderie and brotherhood instantly. The Black Barbershop, if y'all don't know, is a place of commerce. Okay? Black men come in and exchange business cards and do networking. Yes, they do. I know because my best friend's husband owns a barbershop. My best female girlfriend, her husband owns a barbershop. They own a barbershop down there in downtown Atlanta. Yes, indeed. Do you know how many people come through there? Men come through there selling vitamins, selling all kind of shit. Whatever creative things black men have, they share their wares in that barbershop. There's a lot of commerce coming through there, a lot of black money exchange coming through there, a lot of networking coming through there, right? They network. Hey man, I need somebody to do so. Oh yeah, I got a client. He does roofs, man. Let me hit him up real quick. It's a lot going on at the Black Barbershop. This is the one place in America, I guarantee you, that black men have a safe space to discuss and freely speak their mind and be heard. And black boys have an opportunity, right, to do the same. They are indoctrinated into barbershop culture. And it's not a space for women. That's some single mothers that bring their children in there, their sons in there. I'm sure a lot of them leave them and come back and get them. It's ultimately a space for black men. If there's not another place in America for black men, it's the goddamn barbershop. So you let this cracker come into your male space off code, fucking off code. No black male barbershop should have allowed this cracker to bring his ass up in there and ask anything of black men. Nothing. I'm going to go through the issues about Crowder. I'm going to go through that. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think that when he knocked on the door that they should have let him in? They should have given him audience. They let him set up cameras. They let him ask questions. They let this cracker express himself for what? What is to be gained? Now, if them Negroes, these older black men who should know better, in my opinion, I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying, when the crackers knock, don't let them in. They have no business here. They come to steal, kill, and destroy. We know this. They come to exploit your thoughts. And what he did is exactly that. Because when he did his editing, he cut off the most important things that this black man had to say. He didn't come there to listen. He didn't come there to hear. He didn't come to have any kind of racial reconciliation. He came there to exploit and fan flames of racism. So I'm going to play a little bit of a clip. Let me see.
Geography and history, all right? And I'll just simply close by saying, you got to understand something. The rest of the world is grossly infuriated with the way America has taken shape. And not only that, we're ceding all our best opportunities to China. Look around you in the relationship they're fostering with everybody else, which includes Canada, Mexico, and they've even gone as far down into the Latin American corridor, fortifying their bases while we're still hollering that we're the greatest. You're talking about China, like in the Panama Canal? In the white community, by and large, again, saying they feel like they've been victimized and they're tired of taking that shit. That was a girl who was dying alone in public. And that was a guy who was let out 14 times, including violent crimes in the name of racial justice, right? He didn't have to post bail. He didn't have to appear back in court. This is not the first time he's assaulted someone.
How do we know that was in the interest of racial justice as opposed to just being
the judge said
of attempt at justice, period?
Yeah.
Like, the legal system has its flaws.
Yeah.
And people have been making complaints about that for decades, right? But that's just, to me, that's a mental health thing more than it's a black and white thing.
Well, I'll tell you why, because white people are saying it now.
Right.
Not white people are saying it.
Makes it a bigger thing.
Well, because, white people are 12 times as likely to be killed by a black person than the way around. I'm just going to shoot you straight. It's not even close.
Where?
across the country.
Where? Like not
The United States. I mean, we're not talking about Ghana.
in like. Yeah. What I'm saying is, in white communities or in quote unquote so-called white communities
Across the country, the rate is a black man or person, because most murders men. There are very few female murders.
Y'all hear this?
12 times more likely to kill a white person the other way around. And then you look at the average amount of times that someone in this country is arrested before they're brought in for killing, charged with murder. Do you know how many times they're arrested on average before they murder? 11 times.
Once again, the justice system's got its flaws, and people have been complaining about that for years. We spend more time trying to fix that than trying to complain about the white versus black of it all.
Well, I think, just like I was trying to listen to all communities last time, I think this is something that's unavoidable. If this community, if enough white people get pissed off, they're going, look, we're living in New York now, we're getting killed in record numbers for Detroit, 12 times the rate. And our system, 3 strikes in California, right? That was a 3-strike policy.
Man, shut up, Crakkka. Listen, he didn't went into a black male space, a barbershop, a sacred space of black masculinity. He is asking them to be held accountable for a crazy nigga. That crazy nigga could have killed anybody, any black person. It could have been anybody. It happened to be a white woman. Crazy people gonna do what crazy people do, okay? How are you coming in there? And not only that, did you notice that he's cursing? Fuck this and something that fucking something. Who the hell do you think you are? You are in this space. Those black men should have definitely corrected him. Sir, I'm gonna need you to be professional. You came in here with your professional cameras. We allowed you audience, but what you're not gonna do is cuss directed at us. That's what you're not gonna do. That's what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna cuss while you're talking to us. And you're not gonna talk at us either. That's some bullshit. Okay. So they were not on code because they let him come in. And then they did not give him the terms of coming in. I want to say first and foremost, if them brothers did not get at least $50,000 off of that white boy, fools. Damn fucking fools. And they're talking about, well, what if white people get mad? We don't give a fuck. Y'all stay mad. And what? Ain't nothing new gonna happen. Y'all gonna end up fighting each other. That's all that's left to do now. Ain't nothing new under the sun. So this is what he does. He takes his ass into a black male space, into a barbershop, proceeds to make this black man, this crazy black man who stabbed this white girl, and hey, what's up, cynical, as a problem that they need to fix because they're black. And then he proceeds to show them that if y'all black men, notice he said it's mostly men that are killers. If y'all black men don't stop doing what you're doing, which is killing us at high rates, he's a liar. I looked up the statistics. I don't have them in front of me, but blacks are killing whites at equal rates. It's like 1 or 2% difference. Equal fucking rates. Most crime is black on black. Most crime is white on white. So you're taking, like, I think it's like 24%, 25% like that. Blacks are killing whites at 25%, and whites are killing blacks at 24%. Something to that effect. It's like a 1% difference. But see, they only bring up one side of it because that suits their argument. Crackka's gonna crack her, okay? But how dare you bring your ass up into a black masculine space and proceed to hold them accountable for a crazy motherfucker they never met. And then to say that if y'all don't stop, if y'all black men don't stop, y'all need to be put in jail and y'all need to be dealt with. The brothers are saying the same thing. We have a broken justice system and that ain't got shit to do with race. Okay? That shit is crazy. Now let's get into Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder is a motherfucker. Okay? He is a whole piece of shit. I may play some more of the recording from Steven Crowder. But what I want to do is I want to give y'all an understanding. These white men got problems. And instead, because that's why we got to figure out, why are you as a sinner bothering black people? That has come to light to me. That has come to my attention. You have white people, whatever mask they want to put on, racist mask, woke mask, it's all the same. They want to come to black people and ask black people to be accountable and to take action for the sins of their own fucking fathers. Take responsibility, white people. Take responsibility for your shit. You don't have a right to ask us for anything. Nothing. Nothing. Don't knock at the fucking door. Go inside. Look at yourself. You're the fucking lineage of evil. Ask yourself, why did you create the conditions in which you sit? Why did you make that bed you lying in? Why are you in the bottom of that hole you dug? Ask your fucking self. So I'm finna drag Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder is a quintessential piece of bullshit, okay? He is a piece of shit white man. First and foremost, let me start with this. The motherfucker's from Quebec, okay? He's a goddamn Canadian, but he has been masking himself as an American. Now, y'all know Quebec is French, right? This motherfucker is French, but he's been masking himself, fake fucker he is, as a fucking American. When he was younger, he joined a whole bunch of conservative stuff. Start America this, America that. Take your ass to Canada. If you so worried, Steven Crowder, if you're so worried about black men in crime and how this and that, take your ass out and go back to fucking Quebec where all the French white people are. That's the option, Steven Crowder. You piece of shit. You no good piece of shit. So that's the first thing. This motherfucker ain't even American. He's a French Canadian. So all the out that he needs for before he starts to complain, he can take. Get your ass on the plane, go back where you came from. So what you're going to find out is Steven Crowder, he's like most white men. He's focusing on black people instead of focusing on his fucking self. I'm going to lay it out. This is a case study. This is the problem of white males. They deflect and they want to focus on black people, right? Instead of dealing with their own internal evil. I'm going to lay down so much shit. You're going to be like Crakkka. You did not need to go in no barber shop. You needed to go and check yourself into a mental health facility. That's what you needed to do. You're not dealing with your issues. He said, what? Because I'm mad. These motherfuckers. He said, why you sound like a Negro preacher? I'm finna tell y'all, this motherfucker right here, okay? So what he did, we're going to start out with his failures, okay? He got so many problems. I'm finna lay his problems out for y'all. So the first thing he did, he had a career at Fox News. So I'm going to lay it down. Just pay attention. I got 10 points of failure for this fucker. Before you go confronting and worrying about black people and not getting your ass on a plane to go back to Quebec, let's deal with this. This fucker, Steven Crowder, he was on Fox News. So we have this theory, right? All black men get along. I mean, not all black men. All white men get along, right? They're civil. They have brotherhood, right? They're collectively together. They always work in unison. That's a lie. So back in the day, Steven Crowder worked at Fox. I'm drinking my White Russian. Y'all join me. Get a drink. Pull up. And I have the when I get done with this part, if anybody want to pull up and give your thoughts, feel free. We're going to stay on topic though, for sure. So he has a job at Fox News. He starts at Fox News. He ends up getting into a confrontation. He's trying to interview somebody or something, and he has this fight with somebody on the street. That goes left, and Fox is like, oh, you're a little bit questionable. You're a little liability. But they finally let him go. They let Steven Crowder go. I'm going to tell y'all how he dragged his wife, too. And I'm going to show y'all how he's a hypocrite. His whole shit is a lie. His mask, all of it is a lie. He got bigger problems than be bothering black men. He really does. He got so many problems, he should keep his ass out of anybody's face, especially black people. Okay, so he basically gets let go. He got let go. Fox had to let him go. Y'all know why he got let go? Because this fucker decided that he was going to talk shit about his employers on their own platform. How unprofessional is that? You work for Fox. Fox pays you. and you on Fox talking shit about Fox. Lack of professionalism, stupid. And let me say this too, he's not educated. This fucker only went to school for 2 semesters. Okay, all these white men be having all kind of opportunities. They talk about DEI. That's DEI for white men. White men don't have no education, and they just walk in. People just give them shit. Let a black man try to go to Fox talking about. They'd be like, "Do you have a master's degree in journalism? Do you have a PhD in this or that or political science?" They just let white men come in just off of the fact that they pale skin. You understand? This motherfucker ain't got no education, none. He went to some bullshit ass college for 2 semesters, 2. But he got a job at Fox. Make it make sense now. And they want to holler about DEI. And what they call it, merit. What merit you got? What merit you got to get a whole job at Fox? That's what I'm talking about. They full of shit. So he gets let go because he starts talking shit about Sean Hannity. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but Sean Hannity, he was the star, especially during that time. He was a star. I think this is around 2000, I want to say 13, 14 that this was happening, maybe 15. So he got let go. So here you go. You done been fired, okay? He got a history. Pay attention. He got a whole fucking history. So then he ends up working for CRTV with Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck. It's called The Blaze. He started something called Change My Mind, which is like what Charlie Kirk does, right? Put out a table, solicit the public, see what they want to say. It doesn't take long that Blaze just like, And he has something called the Mud, I think it's called the Mud Room or something. But it was owned by the Blaze and CRTV. And he had subscribers. I think it was like a podcast. And it was a membership-based thing. So when he got let go from the Blaze, okay, because when he did Change Your Mind, which is like a table out in the public like Charlie Kirk, he had confrontational stuff, okay? So he has stuff that he's doing all along the way that people are like, they let him go. They let him go. So he lost a whole lot of money right there. I just want y'all to look at it. He's getting opportunities and he's losing them, okay? His professionalism isn't there. We'll see later when I talk about his colleagues suing him and a lot of other stuff, you will see why he got let go. A lot of times you have NDAs, so people don't tell on your ass while you're working there, okay? Non-disclosure agreements. People don't discuss it publicly why you really got let go. It's not documented, but you will see a pattern. Okay, so the next thing, he starts something called Louder with Crowder. This is his own podcast. He ends up going and getting up to almost 6 million subs, okay? On YouTube, Louder with Crowder. Now, I have never watched Louder with Crowder, but he presents himself as if he is a what? Christian. A fundamentalist, hardcore Christian with family values, right? And he's married to this lady. He's married to this lady named Hillary. Blonde hair, blonde-haired white woman, fertile, ready to give birth to white babies. Traditional stay-at-home mom. Oh, Hillary. Right? Because that's the thing. You got to have a blonde white woman by your side to be a proper, productive white male to assert your manhood and masculinity, right? So, basically, he gets demonetized multiple times. He's being so-called homophobic. He's breaking community guidelines. He gets demonetized. He gets suspended. Back and forth over a period of years. So he loses the so-called money. Now that Mud Room or whatever he had, he lost money off of that. So he's losing money all along the way. Every time he gets demonetized, he's losing money. All right. So there's that. The next thing is he ends up talking to the Daily Wire. The Daily Wire is saying, hey, do you want to come aboard? Now, none of this is disclosed until 2 years later after all the stuff happens. The Daily Wire is like, hey, we could use you and your, Louder with Crowder. You could join the Daily Wire. They give him a contract. There is a part in the contract that says that if you get demonetized, if you get canceled and we can't monetize because you keep saying shit, we're going to make sure that your paycheck reflects that. Y'all listen. $50 million for 4 years. For an uneducated white man, let me say that one more time. $50 million. The Daily Wire is ready to pay him for 4 years. That's a lot of goddamn money. That's a lot of goddamn money. This fucker cannot commit to the contract that he will not get canceled and demonetized. He can't do it. He said the clause is trying to stop his First Amendment right. No, they told him clearly, we need to make sure that this is profitable. And if you keep getting canceled, that's like somebody who basically is not going to show up for a sports team, but you just want to get paid. I ain't coming necessarily. I don't know if I'm going to be there, but I want my full amount for the contract. If you're not present to get the demonetization, we can't work with you. So your paycheck is going to reflect what you do. It sounds fair to me. Sounds fair to fucking me. You got to make a return on investment. That's a business move, right? Well, he's too stupid. He's too uncontrollable. No self-discipline. Now, pay attention. He's making stupid moves constantly. But he want to hide, holler DEI, want to critique black people. It's so anti-white out here, right? It's so anti-white. They are giving this motherfucker opportunities on top of opportunities. And he's risky. Y'all wait till you hear what his coworkers and the people who work with him have to say. Everywhere this motherfucker go, he burning things down. Let me just tell you now, he pulling his dick out on the job, y'all. Co-host, he pulling his dick out. Lewd comments, crazy text messages and emails. He has anger issues. He goes on these wild, moody rants, cuss everybody out. Right? He says sexually inappropriate shit. This motherfucker is off the chain. Where he works at, he bullies people. He talks to you like a dog. They say his own goddamn daddy, when he's at Louder at Crowder, gets publicly humiliated. He humiliates his own fucking father. But you a Christian. Honor thy mother and thy father. He disrespects his own goddamn father, who is a part-time employee. This motherfucker's off the chain. So later on, when his wife comes forward and says she's been dealing with a lot of abuse, everybody from Fox, The Blaze, and the Daily Wire, and so many other places are like, yep, that's that motherfucker. Yep. They say he used to get people in a corner and be like, you better not go home. You don't believe in this place. And if you don't believe in this place and you're not willing to work this much, you need to leave. You don't believe in this place. He was manipulating people, verbally abusing and assaulting, emotionally destroying people, his co-workers. Bully. They said his behavior and his anger was out of control. He is totally disrespectful. He is unprofessional. Get out of black man's face. Get your motherfucking ass out that barbershop, you son of a bitch. How dare such a low-life white man think that he can go into a black barbershop and hold audience with black men? He is so low. This is the problem. We do not see the lowness. A lot of people see the white skin. We assume, see, that's part of white privilege. We assume you somebody. He's a nobody. This motherfucker's uneducated. He keeps getting fired. He can't even stay platformed, to the point where people have to write a NDA and a contract, a secret contract that says you can't get paid if you can't stay platformed, because he's that fucking reckless. Controversy gets reviews, but at the end of the day, Daily Wire was like, we need to make sure we make some money. You can't be that goddamn stupid. So they put some rails and some boundaries on his ass, and he couldn't handle that. You stupid fuck. You lost $50 million. You dumb fuck. You dumb stupid fuck. You are riding the wave of white male patriarchal elitism and privilege. You are riding the wave. And this the same motherfucker talking about some damn DEI. Okay? How anti-white everything is, how unfair it is to the white man. I don't want to hear no tears from no white man. Shut your ass up, Crakkka. Shut your ass up. You have no audience with black men. You should have been kissing their fucking feet. That's what you should have been doing, you low down, no good Crakkka. I am tired of white men. They are so toxic. to the planet. I am so fucking tired of them. I cannot wait till 2050 when them motherfuckers are halfway gone. I'm just telling the truth. I'm on some Cynthia G shit. No more white male babies, okay? I'm saying it here and now. No more white male babies. Them motherfuckers need to go. And I think white women are already there, okay? Based on what I'm seeing. I ain't even pulled my statistics. I got so deep in this man's ass and his history and reading about his trifling ass. I didn't even get around to the statistics of white women and how they are preferring baby mamahood and divorce and lesbianism to dealing with these white men. Steven Crowder is a case study, a piece of shit. He represents all of these motherfuckers, okay? All of them. And he's of the best. So many of them way more degenerate. He actually managed to put a mask on and fool people through Christianity, okay? So let me go to the next thing. He lost $50 million. That's how stupid his ass is. He can't even be professional enough to get $50 million. So the Daily Wire said, nah, we're good. We're good. You're too reckless. You can't even commit to a contract. Fuck it. We don't even want it. So in 2023, he moved to Rumble, y'all. Now, he's still on YouTube, but he kept getting demonetized. Between 2021 and 2023, he got demonetized and what do you call it? Suspended over and over and over again. That's how dumb he is. He just can't handle being within bounds, right? He got no self-discipline. Now, see, white men, white privilege, I'm a man. I'm in control. I know how things work. No, the fuck you don't. You're dumb. You're out of bounds, out of control. And your co-workers who are also white men, all that camaraderie, white male patriarchy, they on the same page. They all work together. That shit ain't real. That's another myth that white people promote to make themselves sound better and look better. He was dragging them, including his daddy, okay? Disrespecting his daddy. I know for a fact I can't find a black man who disrespects his own daddy. I can't. I don't know anybody like that. So in 2023, he moved to Rumble. And he lost viewers because of what? Because he had a divorce that was public. Mr. Christian. Oh, shit. A divorce? What? Not the patriarch. The man who is constantly speaking life into white male patriarchy. I know he's not facing a divorce. Not him having a failed marriage. Not Mr. Christianity. Not him. Impossible. Impossible. Why would that blonde hair Hillary, literally Hillary, want to leave such a masculine man? A white man on top who gets contracts for $50 million. There's no way. She wouldn't divorce him. She's a traditional wife. They have babies and children. No way. What did he do? How is that possible? How? Well, let me tell you. He has sexual harassment lawsuit. What does that mean? That means the co-workers, the people he's worked with, employees, he tried to give them that dick by force. You want to work here? Let me give you this dick. What wife wants to put up with a man who can't keep his dick in his pants to the extent that he's got sexual harassment lawsuits? This is what they saying online. You understand how humiliating that is? You a wife and you got to find out that your husband professionally can't act right, pulling his dick out at work, talking nasty to people, everybody openly. Now, this shit ain't hidden. He wasn't hiding it. You got some creeps, right? You got some creeps that'll try to make sexual deals on the side and stuff. He wasn't doing that. He was out with it. Putting that shit in emails, group text messages and chats, saying nasty jokes and shit in public, sexually harassing people in front of everybody. Crazy shit. He created a culture of sexual degeneracy wherever he worked. And he got lawsuits for sexual harassment to prove it. She married a fucking demon. Y'all can find out what kind of demon he is. So in 2023, he was on Rumble. Now, you know, you fucked up when you on Rumble and you can't make no money on YouTube. You know that, right? I'm talking about you're a big podcaster. You can't make no money on YouTube. You know you a piece of shit. You keep getting suspended for racism and homophobic. Let me tell you what he did. He ended up making fun of some lady named Micaiah Bryant. She is a black woman who is on a video trying to stab two other black women. Police officer walks up right? Police officer walks up and shoots her ass because she won't stop. And she drops dead and dies. So he decides he wants to pull the video up and revel and laugh and joke and jive. Basically saying this is how black folks need to be dealt with by the police. So this is the kind of cracker he is online. So he keeps getting suspended. YouTube is holding him accountable. So in 2023, he decides to blame Candace Owens, okay? Candace Owens comes forth and she says, y'all, this white man named Steven Crowder, he was gonna be part of Daily Wire. He's a whole fucking asshole. Let me show you why. And Candace Owens proceeds to show a video Hillary sent and leaked. Now, Hillary didn't send it to Candace. It was sent to somebody in the Daily Wire. Apparently, they had some beef, okay? It was sent by a white man in the Daily Wire. And when Steven Crowder proceeded to try to say, oh, Candace, you tried to extort me. You in the Daily Wire tried to extort me. Now, he wouldn't say Daily Wire. He used Candace's name because he's scared of Ben Shapiro and the rest, right? He's afraid. And it's probably an NDA. So he picks out Candace because she highlights, look what you did to your wife. Y'all, he lost all credibility. All credibility. There's so many layers to Steven Crowder. You had no business in black men's face with all the problems that your ass has. You sexually degenerate, emotionally abusive piece of fucking shit. How dare you? They must not have researched who you are. So somebody from the Daily Wire proceeded to show this video that was leaked by Hillary's family because they were tired of their daughter being dragged by this man telling lies. So in 2021, he also filed a lawsuit against both YouTube and Facebook because they kept deplatforming him. So this fucker got money to waste filing lawsuits because he doesn't want to act right according to the guidelines. You know he's going to lose these lawsuits. So this motherfucker got lawsuits flying left and right. You see what I'm saying? He's a piece of shit. He's a whole piece of shit. He said he's still smarter than every black man in that barbershop. Absolutely not, sir. I bet those black men in the barbershop actually have their wives. They're actually running the business consistently. And those black men don't have the kind of history he has. You guys, I don't know, Josh, I'm guessing you're white. Y'all white men, y'all really think y'all are all that, and y'all are pieces of shit. When you start pulling back the layers and you start looking at your lives and how you live, that motherfucker don't even have, he wouldn't even finish college. So what are you talking about? What makes him smarter? He didn't even finish college. Y'all love, and see, that's why y'all's world is burning down. That's why y'all going extinct, and I'm glad for it. I'm glad for it. Because y'all motherfuckers ain't shit. That's the truth. Y'all motherfuckers ain't shit. Y'all been having masks and telling lies all these years, and we are starting to see y'all piece by piece pulling back the layers, and we realize y'all really ain't shit. What do that fucker got to do with coming and asking black men anything? These are law-abiding, hardworking black men. You're stupid. So just shut your ass up. Anyway, so he's got lawsuits. Is that smart? I bet all them black men don't have lawsuits all over the place, wasting money on half-ass lawyers. Is that fucking smart? That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all just, y'all irritate me. Y'all so stupid. Y'all are losers. So he's suing everybody because he can't shut the fuck up and act like a decent person. So in 2022, he got suspended indefinitely by YouTube because in 2023, he also brought Alex Jones on. Alex Jones is another white man who cannot absolutely behave himself. He tells lies in public. He gets defamation lawsuits, and he causes a lot of money. I guess you think Alex Jones is smart too, right? Right? You probably think Alex Jones is smart. Well, he costed a lot of people a lot of money, and nobody fucks with Alex Jones, okay? Because of that. He's got a reckless mouth, and he's a big-ass liar. Another case, a big drunk. He is a whole drunk. You hold that up, right? Right, Josh? You think Alex Jones is the shit, don't you? He's a whole fucking drunk loser. He's a piece of shit. Most of these motherfuckers are on cocaine. Nah, Josh, you're hurting. You a white man who's hurting because y'all are losing. Your women don't want you. Do you know that, Josh? Your white women don't want you. They do not want none of y'all. And see, that's again. Y'all see Sinners? Sinners is operating right here. Y'all see this? Here they go knocking. Here go the legacy of degeneracy. Coming talking to a black woman. I'm not talking to you, Josh. I'm talking to black folks. I'm not talking to you. So why are you here? Y'all see what I'm talking about? They want to come in. They just won't leave black people alone. We talking about y'all ass because y'all are full of shit. Y'all are full of shit. Y'all motherfuckers ain't shit. All y'all ever do is lie, cheat, distill, and destroy. That's all y'all ever do. That's what you're good for. Okay? And y'all are self-destructing left and right. Y'all keep shooting up your own children. What's wrong with you? Do you think that's smart? I'm not talking to myself. This is a live that I'm doing so it can be recorded. I'm talking to your ass since you talking in my chat. But Josh, you a piece of shit. And you're probably gonna go off and shoot somebody. Are you gonna go into elementary school and take out 20, 30 other little white children? I bet you will. That's how y'all do. We got a white male problem. And y'all deflecting, talking about black men. Black people fuck up the person who fucked with them. You understand? We don't go around just shooting up children. What's wrong with y'all? Do you want to pull up, Josh, and talk about what's wrong with y'all white men? Do you want to do that? If not, just shut up and listen. If you don't want to talk about why white men want to take out all the little white children at the school, if you don't want to talk about that, don't bother me. If you don't want to talk to me about why white men won't fucking go get a job and stop doing drugs, because y'all are doing drugs at high rates. The drug problem that Trump is trying to stop is because he's trying to help y'all ass to stay off drugs. It's y'all, not us. Black people kill and shoot and beat up each other when each other has done something to them. We don't do random violence, sir, like y'all do. Y'all just go into a space and just shoot up shit. And then you shoot your damn self. We don't do that. Y'all go and fuck up children. Go and fuck up. Explain it, Josh. What's intelligent about a white man going into a Catholic church and shooting all the little children? Explain it. Explain it, Josh. Why do y'all keep doing this? Every day, it's a white man going with a gun and shooting up a whole bunch of people he never met. That shit happens every day, Josh. Explain to me how that's smart. Something's wrong with your DNA, bro. Don't talk to me. The fuck? Anyway, let me not get derailed because we got a sinner knocking on the door. Y'all see what I'm talking about? And this idiot is talking about black people kill each other and white people too. Go do some statistic research, Josh. Are you intelligent enough to do that? Man, go on somewhere. Go on somewhere, Josh. You're not dealing with y'all's mass shootings and suicidal rates. Y'all taking out your whole families and shit. You're not dealing with none of that. Deal with that. We talking about you. This stream is about y'all. You're not finna deflect. Y'all see what I'm talking about in live time? Y'all see this? This is why white men are going to end up destroying America. This is why. They are going to destroy America. Because all they want to do is scream black people, black men. They're not dealing with the fact that they have a low birth rate and they are systematically every fucking day going into schools and going into public spaces and shooting up a whole bunch of white people. They're not dealing with that. Josh, what can white people do to be forgiven? I don't give a fuck about being forgiven. I'm talking about when y'all gonna stop picking up guns and going and shooting random motherfuckers, taking out 20 and 30 people at a time. When are y'all gonna stop, Josh? When are y'all gonna stop? What's wrong with y'all? That's what the fuck I want to talk about. Anything other than that's bullshit. Go get your ass out of my chat if I delete you. If you ain't talking about why you white men are doing what you do, I'm finna tell you why y'all do what you do. Because your mama ain't shit. That's what it is. I was in a grocery store the other day and I saw a white woman with a baby in the carriage. And she proceeded to let that baby scream. It was a white male boy. She let him scream to the top of his lungs. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That scream, that crazy scream. That baby was screaming. That shit was crazy. As a mother, I was like, bitch, what's wrong with you? I wanted to engage. I said, no, I have to be unbothered. Let what happens happen. I had to, but the mother in me was calling. Y'all understand? My chest, my breast, it was just like, unacceptable. That bitch did not care about that baby at all. She was heartless. She's walking through, all I hear, wah, wah. And I mean, no stop. None. This is at birth, y'all. This is a baby. And what happens is a mother who cares about her child, it's a white male that this mother's treating like this. I'm just telling y'all. A mother who loves her baby, she can't take that sound. We are developed by God. When that sound of that crying, that distress, something in us makes us say, let me pick that baby up. Let me pat this baby. Let me hold this baby. And y'all know what? The mother's milk, the mother's smell is instant. Babies get quiet. Most of them. It's instant. It's called soothing. That bitch walked around that Kroger all fucking 2 hours. I was in there for a long time. I was couponing. I was looking for bargains. She walked around in that motherfucker for at least, I know I was in there 2 hours. I can't say she was in there 2 hours. The whole time I was in there, I heard that baby. Let me say that. It might have been an hour. She was doing a big grocery shop. And then that baby was screaming to the top of his lungs. I mean, I didn't hear not one time. And so finally, me and her end up checking out at the same time. I get into the checkout line. And I'm looking at her because I wanted to see this bitch. I was like, what bitch got this baby? The whole Kroger, you could hear the baby screaming the whole time. No let up. You couldn't even hear no break in it. Like she actually picked him up and was like, let me hold my baby. Nothing. I said to myself, whoever that woman is, I didn't know what color she was. I said, whoever woman, she don't want that baby. That's what I said. I said, I guarantee you that woman, when she is at home, she puts that baby in the furthest room of that house and closes the fucking door. And nobody fucking knows. Y'all understand? This is the type of shit that some of these white women be doing to these white children. This is why they're fucking psychopaths. They had those children so they could get the man to have the house. It's a business move. They don't give a fuck about that kid. This is why some of these white men are psychos. They grow up with a mother who pawned their ass for access to wealth and resources. Cold-hearted mothers who didn't want them anyway. Y'all know how I know? COVID. These white Beckys, these bitches, they wanted their yoga classes. They wanted their Starbucks coffee. They were pressing. Black people's like, we're not sending our kids to school. We don't want them to get sick. This is a predominantly black DeKalb County. Black folks are like, we don't know what this shit is. We got grandma and other folk. We got folks in the house. We don't want nobody sick. Them white women put a whole fucking campaign together, y'all. Because they got 3 children in a row by some white man. And they don't like him. And they don't like them fucking kids. I got a whole video I did and I sent out. And them bitches was mad with me. I told them, I said, if you ain't first teacher, mother, something's fucking wrong with you. Why you don't want to teach your own children? Why you got 3 children and you don't want to be around them? What's fucking wrong with you? Them bitches got so upset about them children not being in school. They don't like their children. They did not want to be bothered with them. Their whole thing is let me get them to 5 years old or preschool age, make them a children, the school's problem. I got a nanny, right? Housekeeper. I buy quick meals, put them motherfuckers to sleep at 6 p.m. and I'm done. They don't mother their children. They don't love their children. That's the truth. Them bitches got together because they wanted to get rid of them 2, 3, 4 kids they got in a row to secure the husband and the house and the lifestyle. I ain't lying. Shit's documented. Them bitches got together, put their money together. They got a whole goddamn billboard, y'all. They paid for a billboard. DeKalb County, open your schools. We don't care if our kids get COVID and get sick. We don't fucking care. I need my Starbucks. I need my yoga. I need this. I need that, right? It's about me, me, me. They didn't care about their fucking kids. That's why they're psychos. Their mothers treat them like shit because their husbands treat them like shit. Them white men be dragging white women. Y'all hear me? That's what Steven Crowder did. Steven Crowder drugged that woman. Let me tell you something. When you're powerless, hurt people hurt people. Who you think them women take their powerlessness out on? Who do y'all think they take it out on? I'm telling secrets. I know because I've seen this shit. I grew up with white people. Them white women be humiliated by them white men. They don't got no choices. They don't got nowhere to go. Who do you think they take their angers out on? Huh? Who? Oh, publicly, you'll never see it. But if you know them privately, it's different. You see them men bark at them women and take their power and talk down to them, threaten them and shit. Who is this? Who is B Dub Track? I don't know you. Hello. You said, what am I yapping about? Look at the damn thumbnail. We're talking about raggedy ass white men. And how they get to be raggedy and psychopathic. Them white women be dragging their asses as children, humiliating them. The same behavior that their husbands give them, they give to those children. Who gonna protect them? Huh? Who gonna protect them? Let me go forward. So in 2023, where was I at? Yeah, he had Alex Jones. He mocked Ma'Khia Bryant's death. Okay. We're talking about old raggedy ass Steven Crowder, loser, piece of shit. Y'all look at him. I'm gonna let them stay in the chat and talk shit. They're making my point. Y'all see how psychopathic white men are? They mama did it. They get it from their mama. Their mamas ain't shit. This is why they act like they do. That baby screamed in that store. And I knew for a fact she don't like that baby. She don't want that baby. She could give a fuck if he thrives or survives. I could tell. When I got to the checkout counter, y'all, when I got to the checkout counter, I said, let me put my eyes on this bitch. Because I only have one child, but my mother's instinct is so serious. My heart was crying out, like, what is wrong? Why isn't she seeing about him? Just hearing this baby scream. Bitch, what's wrong with you? Pick your baby up. What's wrong with you? I seen that bitch. She was literally just like this. Move one item, scan, 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 scan. Like he ain't crying. She didn't even look at his ass. She was ignoring him like he wasn't even there. Y'all hear me? There was no parts of her that gave a fuck. She had zeroed out of her mind. It's like she was at the grocery store by her goddamn self. Y'all hear me? I can only imagine how she treats him by himself. You could tell he was well fed because his ass was fat. He's real fat. Fat baby. But the coldness, she probably don't pick him up. She probably don't hug him. She probably don't kiss him. She probably don't talk to him. Do you know it was so bad that everybody in the checkout was looking at her like, damn, bitch. Everybody. This is majority white Kroger. Everybody's looking at her. Do you know it took an old white guy? He walks up to the buggy and he says to her, he's trying to check her ass without checking her, right? I wish I could have, everybody's not gonna videotape everything, but I swear to God, I wish I had her. I wish I had her. I wanted to put my eyes on this bitch. I was like, you have no maternal instinct. You don't care about that baby at all. You hate your child. I could tell. And I wanted this. I was watching her hard. I was looking at her mannerisms. You could tell she was bitter and mad because he was embarrassing her, bringing attention to her. You could tell. But her bitterness and anger was so bad that she didn't even try to put on the front. Like, let me pick my baby up because these people looking at me. We was all looking. And it was so bad and so clear. The man who was standing in line, the old white man, he took his ass over to the checkout counter where she was at doing her self-checkout. She had a whole bunch of groceries. She had been in there long as me, just about. I kept hearing that baby the whole time. I was like, who is this fuck? Is this bitch that don't care about her baby? I ain't know what color she was. And when I laid eyes on her, I said, oh, bitch, you ain't shit. I personally would love to have gone over and just been like, but you can't touch people's children and shit. That white man didn't give a damn. He went his ass over there. Right? And he says to her, I'm listening because I'm close. He said she needs a black man to make her feel like a natural woman. Well, she's past it. She had white children. She was done. So the white man goes over, the older white man, he goes over and he says he leans over the baby. He doesn't touch the baby. He leans over the baby. He's trying to coo, he's trying to console the little white male baby. And he was trying to, but he's not the mother. So the baby is looking at him or whatever. And he's like, oh, you're okay. You're okay. He's trying to bring attention to her that, big bitch, you need to pay attention to your baby. This shit is so inappropriate. It's so cold blooded. Everybody's looking at you. So he's intervening. And so she doesn't pay no attention to this white man who was standing there trying to calm her goddamn baby down after a whole hour and a half of hearing him scream to the top of his lungs with no stop. So the white man says to her, excuse me, what's his name? He's trying to humanize the goddamn baby. What's his name? She mumbles some shit. And she goes right back to the grocery store. I said, that child ain't got a chance in hell. That's what I said. I said, when she get home, she gonna throw his ass in the garage somewhere. This the type of bitch that'll leave him in a hot car. You understand? When you say to yourself, what kind of person leaves a baby in a hot car? This type of bitch. This type of bitch. Right here. And that's what I'm telling you. These white men's psychopathic behavior, it come from somewhere. It probably come from their mama. Their mama be treating them like shit. They daddies treat the mama like shit. And when his ass walk out the door, she be giving them kids whole fucking hell. They don't lift their self-esteem up. They probably just do them any kind of way. They probably abuse them, ignore them, all kind of shit. Y'all listen. Hurt people, hurt people. You got to explain to me how all these white men going out, getting guns, and shooting children. Make it make sense. These white men are going every day. They are on 10. These white men are behaving like complete monsters. Explain it to me. What's the cause? We all get different challenges in life, right? Some of us are short, some of us are tall, some of us get picked on, some of us are accepted. Normal shit is happening. So y'all tell me, what's the key? What's the key? What is the fucking problem? I'm telling y'all, these white women, they dragging these fucking kids because their husbands drag them. And this is why white women don't want white men no more. This is why they're going towards lesbianism. This is why they got low birth rate. This is why the white women are divorcing or never marrying the white men. Them men are fucking psychopaths. They act just like Steven Crowder. They act just like Steven Crowder. They are fucking psychopaths in the house, in the workplace. They act crazy. And it's being reinvested and reinvented in their children. This is why the motherfuckers pick up guns and try to shoot presidents. So all these crackers that's over here in my fucking chat talking shit, show me a black man who tried to shoot the president. Show me a black man who tried to shoot Trump. Show me a black man who shot Charlie Kirk. Shut your fucking ass up. Cracker ass cracker, shut your ass up. Y'all motherfuckers are crazy. And it's because your mama's crazy, because your daddy's crazy. This is a lineage of fucking evil. That's right. Sir, you goddamn right. Mothers spend more time with children. They are the documented abusers. You goddamn right. He said, May, it's a documented fact that the primary abuser of children is women. More often than not, their mother. Exactly. This is where the psychopathic behavior comes from. Grifter, I'm telling you a fact, Dub, Track, or whoever the hell you are. So you're using one example to represent the entire white race. Listen, Dub, Track, you need to go and look at how many white men are going out every day and doing mass shootings. Are you paying attention? And we're talking about white people who ain't nowhere near people of color. We're talking about Utah, Minnesota, okay, in the Northeast, Vermont, Pennsylvania, out in the fucking woods. Ain't no black people nowhere around. Fucking Michigan. We're talking about white people all out there by themselves. That's right. You're right, Sir Him. If the mom holds animosity towards the dad, God help that child. You goddamn right. That's universal. That goes across color lines. But I'm telling y'all for a fact, these white men are abusive, psychotic, and I'm using Crowder, Steven Crowder, as a perfect fucking public example. God help his children. He got 2 twins. God help her, help his fucking kids, okay? His wife just gave birth. Let me tell y'all, I ain't even got this is a case study. I'm gonna ignore it. I just want y'all to see these crackers in the chat talking shit. And what does he say? You just want a big, strong white man to put you in place. Okay. A white man, honey, please. I think white men are the scourge of the earth. I think y'all are the problem on the planet. No, sir. Absolutely not. I would rather be suicidal. Play child, please. And then Joshua asked me, look what he says. Did you pay with food stamps? Y'all see these crackers? Did you pay with food stamps? Y'all look at them. Sinners knocking on the door. Is my point made? Y'all see how white people do? They cannot leave black people alone. They have invaded a black barbershop, a space of masculine, of masculinity and brotherhood. This Steven Crowder. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. Stay your defiled, nasty, evil ass out of a fucking black barbershop. You had no business. They should have never let you in there. That's right. Women do use children to hurt and control men. That's what I'm telling you. That white woman in that fucking Kroger, ignoring that baby, hearing him scream like that to the top of his lung, and having no compassion, no femininity, no woman, baby, mother connection. Where's your motherhood? If my daughter even makes a yelp right now, I'm taking off down the goddamn stairs. And she's 9 years old. If I hear any kind of little thing, anything, discomfort, bothered, afraid, I'm gone. I'm gone. Quick. I'm so responsive to my child. That's protection. Okay? I will leave you alone. Yeah, nothing you say is landing. You just making my point. But absolutely, women use children to hurt and control men. And I'm sure that woman hearing that child screaming, that is her way of processing her own pains that she's probably dealing with the father, the powerlessness of her husband, her white husband, right? All of that. So let me get back to Steven Crowder. In 2023, he got constant between 2021 and 2023, he got constantly thrown off of YouTube for inappropriate shit. 2023, he got a lawsuit for bullying, mistreatment, sexual harassment, and misconduct from 5 former colleagues. Y'all hear that? Ooh, I'm getting hot. I had a lot of white Russian. I'm hot. I'm getting hot. I should have brought my fan up here. My hand fan. He had 5 former colleagues who said that he was mistreating them. He had sexual misconduct, sexually inappropriate, and bullying. Does that sound smart? Does that sound Christian? Does that sound appropriate? As a wife, would I want to be dealing with that shit? That's how you are professionally? You uneducated fuck? Let me tell you what they said he did. They said he exposed his dick. They said he had lewd messages. He had angry outbursts. He had evil jokes. And that he was absolutely unprofessional. So what happened is his wife filed for divorce in 2021. This is the crux of it. I want y'all to get this. This is the crux of it. In 2021, Hillary Crowder, she gives birth to the couple's twins. Do y'all think he's present? I want to dispel some myths. White men are always there. They're always good fathers. White men are present and able and capable and resourceful and providers. Okay. This motherfucker let her give birth to those children by her damn self. Do you know that they had been having problems and issues? While she was pregnant, this asshole, Steven Crowder, who's in Black Men's Face in a barbershop, this asshole went and bought a separate home permanently. In addition to that, he hired a divorce attorney. He proceeded to let Hillary know with this divorce attorney that he was going to file for a divorce and financially cut her off because she wasn't doing what he wanted her to do. So he started manhandling her through an attorney with the threat in 2021. This is the same year she's 9 months pregnant, giving birth to his twins. So in 2021, she officially files for divorce because he's already moved out of the home. Y'all understand? He abandoned her while she was pregnant as a traditional white Christian wife. He created a baby mama out of this white blonde-haired Hillary. Let's dispel some myths here because everybody want to act like they so perfect, right? They so Christian. They so conservative. But in 2023, Crowder publicly announces on his show that Hillary has filed for a divorce in 2021. Now, this, mind you, is that kind of asshole that is constantly talking about no-fault divorce. We don't want no-fault divorce. Dude, you a monster. Your wife knows you a monster. All your coworkers and former employees know you're a monster. You have a whole bunch of allegations and you have a whole bunch of lawsuits that say you a monster. These are the type of people that want no-fault divorce. Emotionally abusive, manipulative, angry, bitter, mentally deranged, controlling, disrespectful. This is the type of motherfucker that don't want no-fault divorce. Y'all understand why? So when you hear people talking about, I want a no-fault divorce, they should stop the changes of the laws. They need to change it. Change it. It's because you're a monster. Nobody wants to deal with you. You're evil. You're crazy. And you want to trap somebody. That's all. Because anybody healthy don't want to deal with you. You understand? These are the people who promote no-fault divorce. Straight monsters. Psychopaths. I'm going down the list because I want to make a point. I want to make a point. So on his show, he publicly announces that his wife has filed for divorce in 2021. He claimed that it was her choice to leave the marriage, stating he was against no-fault divorce laws. That was a lie. He was the first one who went and got a divorce lawyer. He was the first one who moved out of the home. He was the one who abandoned her and was not there for the birth of their twins. He did that. What's up, V-Dub? He did that. But y'all know what? He ain't going to tell his crowd that because he's a conservative, right? He's a conservative. He's a white male patriarch. Piece of shit. Steven Crowder's a piece of shit. He's got on a fake-ass mask. I'm a Christian conservative. I believe in the power of marriage. That motherfucker abandoned that woman while she was 9 months pregnant with his twins. He was not there for the birth, right? White male patriarchy, they're strong. He's weak. He abandoned her, cut her off financially, got him a separate house, got him a divorce lawyer. But look what they say. 90% of all people who file a divorce is a woman. That's what they say. But this bitch ass man, he's the one who filed for a divorce. He's the one who moved out. He's the one who didn't show up for the birth of the twins. Left to abandon a 9-month pregnant woman. Let me tell y'all what happened though. Her family was tired of him publicly using a platform to drag her, to act like he was the victim with his weak ass. So the white woman is not working out for him. So he decides that he wants to publicly drag and humiliate her and keep his own reputation up. Well, her family, probably her father, is not having it. So what do? What do? They go to the Daily Wire. They say, hey, Candace, we need you to drop this bomb real quick. Candace said, cool, I'll do it. So Candace takes a leaked video that comes from Hillary Crowder and she fucking shows it. She sure does. The video is from the home camera. So I'm saying again, this motherfucking piece of shit, uneducated asshole, fucking DEI beneficiary, what do we call it? What's it called? WEI, white entitlement. This white entitled fucking asshole, he has no merits. Proceeds to fuck up money and investments and opportunities all along the way. No self-control, no discipline, no professionalism, bullies his co-workers. He's a whole piece of shit. He's a psychopath. She stuck with him. She got to deal with this shit at home. All by herself, unprotected. Her family's like, man, fuck that. So they released the tapes. What does the video show, y'all? What does it show? This video shows a white man, him, Steven Crowder, with a pool in the background. You can see all the resources. So the first question I got before I go further, you got time to lounge, you got lounge furniture. That shit look nice. Outdoor living furniture, outdoor grilling shit, pool and hot tub in the background. Lap of luxury. We ain't seen the inside how we did the outside. He's sitting out there chilling. Got nothing to do, chilling. And his wife with her big ass stomach, she's standing out there. Steven, I gotta go to the grocery store. I need to run some errands. No, you cannot take the car. You will not. He's berating her, talking crazy to her, barking, emotionally abusing her. Steven, I love you. I just need to do. She's pleading and shit, being all humble. This is being recorded. This is what Candace Owens plays. And everybody turns on this motherfucker. Why do they turn on him? Because he's not who he presents. He is absolutely childish, psychopathic, unreasonable. He's presenting as extremely weak, not the masculine man who's logical that he promotes online. His whole mask falls the fuck off. You see him acting like he's stupid. He tells his pregnant wife to take Uber. Y'all, look at this background. He got pools, hot tubs, outdoor furniture. You can tell he's living in a lap of luxury. This is the motherfucker who can turn down a $50 million fucking contract. Make it make sense. Why do you only have one car? Because you're a control freak? Nobody who can make a contract for $50 million should be in a situation where you don't have several cars. This fucker has so much money, he could call a private driver, hire a permanent private driver for his wife while she's pregnant. He could do all of that. Yes, he could. He tells her to call Uber. You want your pregnant white wife, right? The pearl of the white community, so fragile, so valuable. You want her to get in some random car at 9 months pregnant with some fucking stranger rather than drive the one car that you chose to purchase. You fucking asshole. Why didn't you have more than one car with all that money? Because you want to control a bitch. He tells her that she's not a good wife. He tells her that she doesn't have discipline. He tells her that because she won't put on some gloves so that she can put on some kind of pet. And I know what he's talking about. If your dog doesn't get fleas, there's a particular stuff you have to rub on the dog's skin, right? To keep the fleas off. She's telling him that shit is toxic and it could hurt their twins. And she doesn't want to get nowhere near that chemical. He's telling her that if she loved him, she would put on the gloves and put that chemical on the damn dog. Like he can't do it. He's telling her that she refused to walk the dog. The bitch is 9 months pregnant. How is she gonna walk some fucking dogs 9 months pregnant? Motherfucker, have you ever been 9 months pregnant with twins? That's double. They stomach be huge. I ain't never even seen that shit in public, in person. I'm telling y'all, a twin pregnant, the bitch is heavy. That stomach is heavy. He telling her she need to walk dogs. He told her, if you love me, you'll walk that dog and you'll put them chemicals that are bad for the babies and toxic to the babies. You'll put that gloves on and put that shit on that dog. That's what he's demanding her. He telling her she's not worthy of being a wife because she won't walk dogs while she's pregnant with twins, 9 months pregnant. He's telling her she's not obedient. He could hire somebody. Y'all understand how stupid this is? This is why people turned on him. Not because the man is not the leader, but because he has so much money and that shit don't make no sense. He could have hired a permanent, temporary to permanent driver for that woman. He got so much money. He's telling her, you can't leave. I need that car. Why don't you have more than one car? You rich as fuck. You live in a lap of luxury. Why don't you have more than one car? Because you want to control the bitch. He gonna tell her to put herself at risk getting into a car of an Uber. Call Uber. That's what he told her. That woman was not about to put herself at risk. She's not about to handle them chemicals. That's what they're talking about in this video. I wish I could show it. I don't know how to show videos. But he wants her to put chemicals, even with gloves, and be in contact with this dog. And he wants her to walk dogs, not one dog, but 2 dogs. While she's 9 months pregnant with twins. And he says that that is basically the measure of whether or not she shows her love for him, because she won't do that shit. And then she says, but Stephen, I love you, but I love you. She's pleading with him. She's saying, I just need to drive. I just need to go. I need to go to the store. He starts going like a little bitch into all these reasons why he needs the car. Why are we having, I'm middle class. We got 3 cars. We got 3 cars. I'm middle class. Why are you rich with only 1 car? Because you're an asshole. Because you're a psychopath. Because you want to control somebody. You're a piece of shit. Looking at the pool in the background, looking at the whole environment. And people, the regular everyday people who are following him, they're saying, damn, he doesn't look like he's very masculine. He sure is looking like a fucking psycho. He's berating her and talking shit, playing mental games, manipulating this woman, distressing her while she's pregnant. He don't give a fuck about his kids. Y'all see where the psychopathic begins? Y'all see where the stress begins? They're in womb. These twins are in womb, white children that are going to come out one day and they're going to abuse the world. Y'all see where it starts? In the womb. He's abusing this pregnant woman, 9 months pregnant with twins. Them kids ain't got a chance in hell. They're going to be psychos just like their daddy. Because she's going to beat their ass and abuse their ass and treat them like shit because of their daddy. And them kids is going to be fucked up. She gonna treat them a certain kind of way. He's not even around to know. Y'all understand? These men don't be around to know how them white women are treating their white children. Y'all hear me? This is where the psychopathic behavior comes from. Because Black people, we deal with poverty. We be dealing with food stamps. We be dealing with lack of resources. We be dealing with all kind of shit. And yes, some kids get slapped around more than others do. Yes, absolutely. Get over disciplined, no doubt. But that psychopath shit we don't have in the Black community. Our mothers do not do psychopathic shit to us. That's the exception to the rule. We don't have a whole race of psychopathic mothers. We may have mothers who are neglectful, mothers who aren't perfect. We might have a whole bunch of shit. Mothers who make bad choices, but we don't have psychopathic mothers. These white men have no idea what these white women are doing to these children when they're not around. You beat your wife up, you talk to your wife crazy, you abuse your fucking white wife, and that bitch is tired of you. And the only motherfucker she can control and treat like shit is those children. This is why. I'm telling y'all now. Nobody wants to talk about it. This is why these motherfuckers get out here and shoot up schools. This is why these motherfuckers go and get guns and shoot up whole streets and festivals and parades and events where people are celebratory. These motherfuckers are so psychopathic that they relish in hurting people they never saw, never met, never did nothing to them. Psychopaths come from psychopathic mothers who are abused by these white males who are also psychopaths. So they have a history, a lineage of psychopathic behavior, and it's carried down. Nobody wants to deal with that. Make it make sense. Why do these white men consistently want to shoot and kill everybody, including themselves? Make it make sense. He get it from his mama. Nobody wants to talk about it. They want to talk about black men. Black men are dangerous. Black men are this. Black men. No, fuck that. Becky is fucking up Billy, and y'all don't fucking know it. That's what's going on. By the time he's 14, he's fucking crazy. They ignore them. They don't pick them up. They don't hold them. They don't love their babies while they're babies. You go out, Billy, Bob, you take your ass to work. You think you're the man. You put your little mask on. You pretend that you're masculine. And you go home and you treat Becky like shit. Them white bitches tired of y'all. That's why you got low birth rate. Steven Crowder is a case study. So Hillary files for divorce in 2021 and she releases the abuse tapes. That's the shit we can see. Do you know his response to that? He threatens her publicly on his show. He says, well, since she want to do that, I'm going to go ahead and release the medical records that are attached to the open records from our divorce. We're going to open up the file. Why you want to expose her medical background? He's trying to bully her. You see what I'm saying? You're doing your psychopathic shit in front of people. We see you, motherfucker. And that's why your kid's going to probably end up getting guns and going out to school and shooting somebody too. Because she tired. Hillary been dragged. She had to give birth to twins by herself. Imagine that. As a woman, this man then moved out and got a whole nother house and cut you off financially and told you good luck, bitch, with your new twins. That's what I'm talking about. You think she ain't going to beat them kids up, abuse them kids, ignore them, treat them bad? They're going to be psychopaths. She going to take her frustration out on their ass. It says here that Steven Crowder consistently blamed his wife for the divorce, framing it as her personal decision to leave. He publicly criticized Texas's no-fault divorce laws and stated that the split was not his choice. He's a liar. He's a liar. In 2021, he's the one who cut her off financially, who moved out the house, who got the divorce lawyer. He did that. Facts are, she actually asked him, can you come back home? Can we work this out? Can we get counseling? You know what he told her? Nope. Nope. Her family stood up for her. Her family said in a statement. In contrast, her family stated that Hillary had asked Steven to address his abusive behavior with the hope of saving their marriage. Y'all hear that? This woman and her family tried to have an intervention. She tried, even in the video. She said, Steven, I love you. Steven, I want to be with you. Steven, I'm committed. You know what he says? I don't love you. I don't love you, Hillary. I don't love you. I've never felt love from you. Psychopath. Y'all see what I'm saying? Emotional abuse. That's the part we see. That's just that one clip. You can see that he's not the man. His mask fell off. It says the statement alleges that he refused and moved out after the children were born, hiring a divorce lawyer and attempting to cut off her finances. Legal and financial disputes. It says in March 2024, Crowder's company, Louder with Crowder, filed lawsuits against Hillary and a former employee, alleging they attempted to extort him during the divorce proceedings. Y'all hear that? He's suing his wife, but he in black men's face in a fucking barbershop. You suing your wife, Christian man. You hypocritical piece of shit monster, psychopath. You are suing your white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white wife right now. But you in black men's face. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. We don't deserve to give them audience. We are unbothered as black people. Collectively, ignore these motherfuckers. They are monsters with masks on. They are psychopaths because their mama did it to them. Because their daddy did it to their mama. These white women are so abused and beat up and badgered and hurt and bitter. They hide it well. Y'all hear me? These Beckys hide it well. They're taught to hide it well, but they do their children some kind of danger. You hear me? This is why nobody in CNN don't want to talk about it. Fox don't want to talk about it. Nobody want to talk about why white men want to shoot up children. Nobody want to talk about it. But you want to get in black men's face in the barbershop, the sacred space of black masculinity, and you want to talk shit to black men. But you divorcing your wife. Christian white man. You are a monster to your children. You are not even present. You are fake. You are phony. You want to talk about DEI and white male hatred. You hate your fucking self. You hate your fucking self. That's why y'all kill yourself after you kill everybody else. You hate your fucking self. Nobody wants to talk about psychopathic white women giving birth to monster white men. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the demonization of black culture. I'm sick of the demonization of black women. I'm sick of the demonization of black men and black masculinity. I'm sick of it. They're not coming for black women. They just say, oh, she's unqualified. That's it. That's the extent of it. But I'm connected to black men. And I care about the reputation of black men. And we are not going to have a whole bunch of white, psychopathic ass, crazy ass, monster ass, pale ass men running around here trying to demonize black men and not examine the specimen of white toxic masculinity. We're not going to do that. So let me just run it down before I go. It happens that in 2024, he has lawsuits all over the fucking place. Y'all got me? This fucker has lawsuits. He's unemployable. He's off the chain. He can't behave. He's unprofessional. He should probably be in jail. He's abusive to his wife. Y'all know he ignores his children. He don't want no parts of them. He's not a father to his children. He made his wife a baby mother. He's fucking divorced or going through a divorce. Do y'all know the court proceedings say that his wife is entitled to $25,000 in 2024? His wife is entitled to $25,000 a month. This fucker is losing. He did that to himself. He's the one who filed for divorce, not her. He's the one who moved out while she was 9 months pregnant. He did that. He did that. He went and got a divorce lawyer. She begged him for 2 years to keep the marriage together. You see what I'm saying? Fake Christian, fake masculinity, fake white male supremacy. Fake, 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 fake. These motherfuckers got you fooled. They don't have me fooled. I grew up with white people. I know these motherfuckers. I've seen how they behave. They are degenerate. Y'all black folks, do not be fooled. Sinners, they will knock on your door. Do not answer. Be unbothered. Don't talk to them. They ain't shit. They are not shit. Don't believe the hype. They more degenerate than anybody. All these lawsuits, sexual harassment, bullying. Let me just read this one part and I'm going to be done. I got to go. I got to get to my kid. It says former employees corroborate his behavior. Let me read it. Numerous former employees of Steven Crowder have come forward to collaborate allegations of abusive behavior in the workplace, painting a disturbing picture of the environment behind the scenes at Louder with Crowder. According to these individuals, Crowder's volatile outbursts and controlling management style were commonplace. Many describing him as an emotionally erratic boss. His behavior reportedly ranged from public tirades and demeaning remarks to lewd and inappropriate actions, such as exposing himself to staff members on multiple occasions. This motherfucker's running around pulling his dick out for fun. It says that 6 different sources confirmed witnessing Crowder engaging in inappropriate conduct, including instances where he exposed his genitalia to his co-hosts and colleagues. Y'all imagine that, pulling your dick out just because. What is that? What is that? Your little pale pink dick. You just pull it out at work? Really? Monsters! Fucking monsters! Degeneracy! And this motherfucker got the nerve to go into a black barbershop asking black men, why is this that black women and black men are doing crime? Shut your ass the fuck up, you fucking monster. You're pulling your pink dick out at work. Shut the fuck up. Instantly he exposed his generals to his co-hosts and colleagues, often under the guise of joking, but with an unsettling undertone of power dynamics. Power dynamics. Y'all hear that? You want to work here, you'll deal with me pulling my dick out. That's how it is here. I'm the boss. That's why he got lawsuits. Former staffers also revealed that Crowder frequently sent them unreasonable work assignments. Like his wife, I need you to go hold them toxic chemicals, right? And massage them into the dog, even though you're 9 months pregnant. Unreasonable assignments, sometimes late at night, setting them up for failure and then blaming them for any shortcomings. That sounds like manipulation. Power abuse. One notable example was when Crowder commissioned his small team to produce a Christmas parody while expecting them to continue their regular workload. As a result, employees worked over 100 hours in a week, many sleeping in the office. Despite their exhaustion, Crowder's response to his team members' fatigue was to demand more gratitude than offering any form of understanding. It said he didn't limit his toxic atmosphere to his lower level staff. Reports reveal that he often berated his own father, who worked as his booker. It says in front of other employees, his frequent mood swings and unpredictable temper created an environment where employees felt trapped. I wonder, did Hillary feel trapped? This the same motherfucking cracker that want to go into the fucking barbershop and ask black men in a black male sacred space to be accountable for some shit they don't know nothing about. Law-abiding, decent black men got to answer to this piece of shit. Y'all see what I'm talking about? White male toxicity, fake ass patriarchy, bullshit Christianity. Get the fuck out of here, you psychopathic lineage of fucking evil. Previous employees described the workplace as a cult where Crowder disregarded their personal lives in favor of the relentless demands of the show. One ex-staffer noted that Crowder actively manipulated employees' emotions to maintain their loyalty. Y'all see that? Manipulation, telling his wife, I don't believe you love me. You've never loved me. If you love me, you do so and so. You see what I'm saying? Power games, psycho, crazy, abusive. Here we go. One example Stafford noted was that Crowder actively manipulated employees' emotions to maintain their loyalty. However, working for him sharply contrasted with the charismatic persona he projected to his audience. Did y'all hear that? They basically said he's fucking fake. He's happy. He's in charge. He's a Christian. He's a conservative good guy. He's control, right? He's got the life, the American dream with his Quebec ass, right? He's projecting the lie. Y'all don't believe this shit. I grew up with white folks. If you black and you ain't never been exposed to white folks, let me tell you something. Them motherfuckers are degenerate. I've seen some shit in my life. I've seen it. I've seen them ignore their children and not love their children. I fucking know. I told y'all. One of the things that used to happen with a lot of my white friends, their parents don't care. They used to send them away to a mental health facility. I told y'all that. That's how they deal with them. They send them away to Charter Health. They put them in a car, fool them, drop them off, and never tell them when they're coming back. They put them in Charter Health Care, mental health facility. I told y'all that. They don't give a fuck. That's why they're psychopathic. It says, however, working for him sharply contrasted with the charismatic persona he projected to his audience. He's fake. He's a liar. He's a monster behind a fucking mask. This is all of them. This is not the exception to the rule. Y'all stop believing the hype. See the fucking monsters. Watch the movie Sinners. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. They worry about black men for what? You the fucking monster. All that fake ass statistics. You're the fucking monster. You've got a history of scourging the earth. You the one that's the monster. And everybody's seeing it now. Everybody's seeing it. These motherfuckers lose a job. They go home and they shoot grandma, granddaddy, the aunt, the uncle. They take all their children out. They kill everybody. These are the fucking monsters. They're the degenerates. Don't believe that shit. Tell them motherfuckers to get out your face. That's what you do. Hold them accountable. Why are you a monster? Why is your whole lineage a monster? Why is it that you people have a history of killing, stealing, and destroying? Why? Why are y'all shooting small children and getting joy out of it and killing yourself at the end of it? Why? We're not finna demonize no black men. We're not finna do that. We're not finna demonize no black people. We finna ask the question, why are white people fucking crazy? Why do you have a lineage of insanity? Why are y'all degenerate? You're not fooling nobody, Steven Crowder. I got your whole case study laid out. This shit is public. Lawsuits, abuse, manipulation, insanity, lewdness, poor decisions, uneducated. And you got the nerve to take your sorry piece of shit monster ass into a black barber shop. Knock on the door and demand for black men to answer to you. A monster. You want black men to answer to you. A degenerate. Y'all. I don't know what to say. These motherfuckers picking up guns. They shooting presidents. They killing their women. They killing their family. They're violent. They taking out crowds, audiences in schools and churches and shit. And you want me to look at my black men, my black community sideways? I would challenge anybody black to highlight consistently white degeneracy. We got to dispel these myths. We got to remove these spells on our minds. We got to take off the blinders and we got to see white men for who they are. They're the problem, the root. They always have been. White women see it. When black folks gonna see it. They knock on the door, fucking close it. Don't talk to them. These people are crazy. They're gonna be the end of America. I'm done. Ashe.